What is up, YouTube? It's RS Mario here, bringing you another Fire Emblem news video. Alright, so a ton of Fire Emblem news has come out in the past couple weeks, from all the Famitsu stuff. Then after the Japanese Nintendo Direct, I believe last week, they actually had a big video, two videos actually, a demonstration of the My Castle mode, which I'll run through real quick in this video. As well as a new video that came from Shadow of Chaos 725. Thank you for that. You're awesome. Your Japanese is infinitely better than mine. So he translated these videos, and if you want to check them out on his channel, you can click the link down in the description. I linked both of the videos that he translated down in the description, which I actually took some screenshots from. So let's get on into this. So My Castle mode, I'm going to run through this real quick. It's basically kind of like a very extended version of the barracks mode that also encompasses a multiplayer mode, and you know, kind of like that mode in Pokemon where you can play with your Pokemon and increase their stats and happiness and stuff. So it's really all of that together in one. And a lot of people say it's an over-glorified barracks mode. I would have to say that's wrong, because it actually does encompass the multiplayer. So it's interesting. It's interesting. You can actually it actually takes elements from things like Age of Empires and like Animal Crossing or whatever. You can actually build your own castle town like deal, and with various buildings, weapon shop, depending on whatever side you pick, accessory shop, and they all sell different things. And of course, your allies actually run the shops, so that's pretty interesting. Also, the multiplayer mode is incorporated in with this, so people can actually come to your castle and visit, and I guess you can chill with them, or you can actually battle them in your castle or their castle. And of course, the winner of that match actually gets to take, an ally from the loser. Right? Where then, you can probably invite them on either, a nice time in the hot spring with you, or you can take them to your room and you can, touch them for encouragement. Yeah, this is getting to the pervy, visual novel side of Fire Emblem in Japan in general. But yeah, My Castle is a pretty interesting mode. All jokes aside, My Castle is pretty interesting. But the real big thing comes from the introduction video, which is kind of like think of it as like a launch trailer for Fire Emblem If. A really long launch trailer, like this is like 7 minutes long. It actually goes in depth into some things. But first off, we have a picture of a new spell. So I'm not gonna tell you what's going on in this scene. All I'll say is, the scene does have, Kamui, Orochi, and I think that's Suzukaze, and they're being attacked by a magic. So this is a new form of magic. It's Motokan Jutsu, man. This is wood magic, yo. This is freaking crazy. I was hoping that they actually added in more elemental magics into the game. That's one thing I didn't like about JRPGs, was they had the same fire, lightning, and ice, which is awesome, don't get me wrong. But I kind of want to see some more. So another thing we can actually confirm is some classes of some different characters. So we see right here that that Camilla is actually a worm rider. So I know I probably said that wrong. Go ahead. I know you're gonna fillet me in the comments, whatever. But she's a worm rider, so that's pretty interesting. I mean, so that just kind of confirms that all of the Noah royal family are riders in some way. Another thing we've learned from the introduction video is that Aqua, the songstress, actually uses a spear. So I kind of figured this in that one picture we always see, that one poster of her standing in the middle of people, of all the characters that we had known at that time, and she was holding up what looked like a spear. One of the biggest things I got from the introduction video is that that the protagonist can transform into different monsters. So we saw in the other video, the other trailer, that he can transform into the goat dragon-like creature. But now, not goat, deer dragon-like creature. Now we see him turning into a big yeti-like creature. I'm like, this is freaking cool. You know, so he actually transforms into different creatures. So maybe, you know, he'll be able to use different stones. Maybe there's different stones for different creatures. We do know that stones do play a big part in the main character's development, as you can get rare stones in the My Castle mode from mining different areas of where you have your castle. And I also have a theory about the stones playing a role in the main character's weaponry. As you see, you know, Kamoe's sword has gems embedded in it. And maybe the gems you get from My Castle mode are actually used to upgrade your sword. And maybe they can be crafted into different beast stones that you can use to transform into various different creatures. Which would be freaking awesome. Next we have some more information on new classes. And probably one of the craziest looking ones is this one, this new class right here. It looks like a puppet master class. It looks like she's riding one of those giant, like, Chinese New Year dragons, and her arms are up in the air. So I'm thinking this might be a puppet master class. So, you know, we might get some Sasori of the Red Sand type of action going on here. Now, as far as new characters, we get to see Mikoto. Now, Mikoto is she is the chick that we see in the Nintendo Direct trailer a while back, who I kind of thought was Takamiya at first, but no, she's Mikoto. We get another new character, and this one is exciting too, because we actually get the reveal that there is a race of animal people in the game. So that's awesome. So we got a race of they're not Taguls, but they're fox people, what it looks like, because you can see from what I saw the ears at first, I thought maybe it was dog people. But then I saw the tail, I'm like, well, maybe they're fox people. And his name is Nishiki. So that's pretty cool. We got another character reveal. You know, we get this nice, you know, moe looking chick. Her name is Mozumi. You know, she's probably gonna be like the oh man, I can't think of the dude's name. He's like the young mage type of character. He wanted to fight in battle, but he was like a kid, and you always thought he was gonna die. And if you play on insane mode, he'll probably will die. But yeah, she's probably gonna be like that. More than likely, she's gonna be a magic user, and from the looks of it, she might actually be a member of Hoshaido. We have Belka. Belka looks like a Hoshaido character. She looks like another ninja, which is crazy because that would make what, 4, maybe 5 ninja now. So we got a whole freaking ninja clan out this piece. But yeah, Belka looks pretty cool. You know, she looks kind of like, you know, kind of like dark and kind of menacing. She's got that kind of like, you know, look on her face. Luna, so she's definitely a Nord character. You can tell by the armor and by you know, all the, you know, various pieces on her clothes. You know, she looks like she's gonna be a pretty interesting character. She looks like I'm not gonna say a knight. No, yeah, she could be a knight. Last time I said hero, I was wrong. So yeah, she looks like she's gonna be pretty interesting too. Now here we get to talk about something interesting. Now we get to talk about the dragon power. Now they revealed the name of it was Dragon Vein in the My Castle video, and you actually use this power to build the buildings in your castle. You can actually use this power in the battle as well to, like, you know, build things and change the environment in various different ways. Now there's some unique things we learn about this in this video. We learn that you can use the Dragon Vein to, it's not like a one-use type of thing. So depending on the situation, the Dragon Vein's effect will be different. Like right here, it uses the stones to build a bridge. You know, and also we get to see, like, you know, there's a different dragon type of art. We get to see, like, there's several other dragons around it, one of which we're going to see later. But we get to see that these, you know, they all play a role in some way. And I bet you each one of these things has a different effect. or they represent a different user, which we'll also get into later. Alright, and they also revealed that everybody who has royal blood are Dragon Vein users. So now, in an earlier video, they revealed that Dragon Vein would be, the Dragon Power, what it was calling it back then, would be carried by 8 other people, other than Aqua and Kamui. So at first I was thinking, well, it's cool, we're gonna meet 8 new, like, unique dragon users, but then they just said, no, it's just members of the royal family, so that would be Camilla, that blonde dude, I keep forgetting his name, possibly the young, blonde, lowly chick, Elise, her name's Elise. Then we have, of course, Ryoma, Takumiya, Sakura, and Hanoka are all going to be Dragon Vein users, and they'll probably have their own various different abilities, or maybe, it'll be just like yours and it's just effective on the environment at the time. So, like we see, her ability may not necessarily be fire, but at this specific moment, it manifests as fire, and it basically evaporates the water so that her forces can cross and possibly flank the other forces. So that way they don't have to take the bridge, which, is good. Not good for the environment, but, I guess it works. And then we also see that, her Dragon Vein actually has a different type of dragon, or possibly some kind of phoenix type of bird, so that's pretty interesting. Also, we get to see that the Dragon Vein has elemental effects. So, we saw the fire back there, and we see here that it seems like someone's using an ice type, or an ice, or maybe it's being manifest as ice power to freeze this water to possibly create a bridge to get across to the other side. So that is interesting. Whew. Alright, so that's about all the information I drug up from those 2 videos so far. Hopefully there'll be something left by the time we get to E3. I'm tempted to think that maybe the E3 trailer information that we get will be a combination of all this Japanese stuff just in English. So, but yeah, that's awesome. So, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to watch my my E3 prediction videos. Also watch my my Witcher 3 series, which I am also doing the Witcher 3 giveaway for 200 subscribers and 1 year of the channel. So yeah, watch out for all that stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, keep it real.